My name is Quinn Sullivan. 2025 is my 5th professional season with the Philadelphia Union. Obviously, homegrown is, I feel like, a little more special to me than it is for some of the other guys I like to claim because, truly from Philadelphia, the city. So, went to school at 5th and Locust, grew up there. And in terms of the Union, I started at probably 8 years old, I think, in the Union Futures program, the first Union Futures program. Then Union Juniors was already established, but went through that process as well, while still playing for Fishtown Hotspurs, which is the club that I played most of my seasons for. And then eventually, when U12 came around, I joined the academy. And have been in the academy and Union system ever since. So, truly a child that grew up all the way through the system, from 8 to now 20. It's definitely been a lot of change from the start of my career as a 16-year-old. And, I talk to my grandparents and parents and, people all the time. They're like, it's crazy, 5th year as a professional and you're, 20 years old is, and yeah, that's awesome, but I think the journey itself has been, full of ups and downs in such a relatively short time.
Into Quinn Sullivan, who scores early! Sullivan, a rocket to the back post!
This most recent season was kind of the season I had been hoping for my whole life, right? My breakout year, if that's what you want to call it. It was great. I played what I thought was my best position in the diamond, on the right side, and I contributed quite a bit in the attack, but double-digit assists was great. I love goal setting personally. I think there's a bunch of different steps within it, and I achieved the goals that I wanted to last season, and that doesn't mean that I got complacent at the end of the year once I hit that, right? There's still that drive, but it's definitely great to have something like a firm thing to look at and say, this is something that I want to achieve. I find that beneficial, and I'm going to keep doing that and keep striving for those goals.
Raffanello with space, tries from distance. Quinn Sullivan gets it back with a surprising hit.
This was definitely the most I've ever done in an off season. I went to Manchester with the family. I'd say first was really exciting. We went to Manchester City versus Man United at the Etihad, which was amazing experience. So that was great. That was my first time in England, surprisingly. I've traveled quite a bit, but that was still my first time over there. Boxing was exciting. Learn the basics, something that Cav and I and the twins talked about as well. It was just like something we thought was cool, and we talked to my dad about it, and he hooked us up with UFC champ Eddie Alvarez, which was pretty crazy. No sparring yet, but that's for at home with all the brothers. So I'm excited for the future, especially this season. Everyone has a clean slate and an opportunity to prove themselves. And right now, I was all off season. I was working towards doing that. I like to be, in the creation of the attack, and obviously finishing it off is exciting. But from a personal standpoint, I like being a part of the game, being in the build-up, and having a lot of touches, high volume. So all those things are super important to me, and to keep me locked in, keep me focused, keep me, in the game and having success. But I'm here for whatever the team needs still. I think it's going to look different than last season, but I'm super excited for it. It's going to be super high intensity, a lot of pressing, and hopefully a lot of goals and a lot of wins.